Tamiya Plastic Model Company, first in quality around the world. The Fox, an off-road vehicle that was engineered to meet the demands of the world's top competitors. It was designed from the ground up to be stable, light in weight, easy to maintain, long-lasting, and above all, fast. Built to withstand the rigors of continuous use with a minimum of maintenance, it can handle any off-road assignment and the abuse that top-level competition demands. Lightweight was achieved by developing a revolutionary battery eliminator system that safely does away with the 4 heavy receiver batteries. The low-profile tires and racing wheels further reduce total weight, and by using a 4-wheel double wishbone suspension system and all new shock absorbers, the Fox can outperform all comers. Low center of gravity and positive steering provide maneuverability on all surfaces. This stability, along with the tremendous traction and power, make the Fox a standout in the field of off-road racing. Power comes from the famous RS540S motor. How's that for a smooth jump? Inserting the rubber grommets that seal up the monocoque chassis from dirt, moisture, and debris and allows the Fox to be run under all climatic conditions. Positive steering and long travel shocks, plus the double wishbone suspension system, both front and rear. And here is the all-new large-capacity shock absorber. Tamiya's pre-wired speed controller is designed to accept the new BEC-equipped receivers, or a standard receiver plus the Tamiya battery eliminator circuitry, and no wiring or soldering is required. The Fox. The Hot Shot, a full-time 4-wheel drive buggy that is as maneuverable as any 2-wheel vehicle and even easier to control at all speeds, both while cornering and on the straightaway. There are no chains, belts, pulleys in the Hot Shot, just a steel drive shaft like the prototype racers. So there is never a problem with replacements, adjustments, or corrections. With a full 40-millimeter wheel travel at both front and rear wheels, the Hot Shot can go any place. And by using a transverse mounted oil-filled front shock and a progressive damping rear shock absorber at the rear, it will go where you want it to go. The Hot Shot's low center of gravity, powerful 540S motor, and the fantastic traction of the 4 tires provides performance that will amaze you with its road-hugging ability. This is a cutaway of the Hot Shot's mechanics, showing the action of the double wishbone suspension system and 3-way adjustable shock absorbers, drive shafts, and monocoque chassis, all engineered for lasting performance. This is the tempered steel ball bearing supported drive shaft. Progressive damping, free-floating rear suspension system. Monocoque chassis that houses all of the RC equipment. The Hot Shot. Just like its name implies, this RC pickup truck is a real brute of a vehicle. The Bruiser's all-metal frame and running gear gives it a total weight approaching 11 pounds of power and performance. The sophistication of the Bruiser must be a 50 motor and a 3-speed geared transmission. The Bruiser's top full 30 minutes on a fully charged 4,000 milliamp battery. In first gear, you have 4-wheel drive and the tremendous gripping power of the oversized tires. In second gear, it reverts to a medium 2-speed wheel drive off-roader with enough power to take it up the steepest grades. In third gear, it's a stable, high-speed off-road racer, and you can change the gears while the vehicle is in motion. The Bruiser requires a 4-channel radio and 3 servos. The suspension system uses standard multiple leaf springs that are damped by 4 oil-filled shock absorbers that really do the job. The Bruiser is so realistic in performance and operation that it will delight all those who see and operate it, and will provide years of exciting operation. Here is the all-metal frame, axles, transmission, and suspension system. This is a cutaway of the 3-speed transmission going through the different gear changes while the engine is running. Yes, you're really in hog heaven when you own the Bruiser. And here's the Wild One. In the popular 2-seater styling of off-road buggies, the Wild One has the looks, speed, and handling capabilities that make it a real winner. With quick assembly, a roomy bathtub chassis and trailing arm suspension all around, plus coil over all oil-filled shock absorbers, the Wild One meets the challenge for high-performance off-road racing. This performance begins with the RS 540S motor, mated to a sealed gearbox using a competition differential. This power is then fed to the twin half shafts contained within flexible rubber boots to protect the universal joints from dirt contamination. These shafts drive the racing wheels with low-profile spiked tires that provide tremendous traction. The highly detailed nylon and metal roll cage and the almost indestructible polycarbonate body give the Wild One the strength to withstand the tough grinds of competitive circuits. Notice the easy access to the bathtub chassis with plenty of room for any radio system. Front coil over oil-filled shock absorbers. Rear shock system and powertrain. The Wild One. The Hornet is a front-running, second-generation off-road buggy that is still in great demand. Because of its adaptability to many of the available tune-up parts, such as bearings, motors, wheels, and tires, the Hornet can be tuned to suit any racing requirement. Moderately priced, the Hornet fills the need for those who are advancing in the hobby and looking for a solid performer that can take abuse. Its sleek good looks, simple construction, and sophisticated suspension and proved performance keeps the Hornet in the forefront of active competition. Rugged bathtub chassis and polycarbonate body. Front suspension damping using friction shocks and coil springs. The rigid rear axle and long throw oil-filled dampers. Large differential gear. The Hornet. Group C endurance racing is becoming more popular all the time, and the Porsche 956 Racer is the car to beat. Tamiya's model captures the speed and grace of this champion by using the preferred 3-point suspension system and 8-ball bearings, plus the extremely high-performance motor, the Black Endurance motor. Challenging the Porsche is Tom's Group C car by Toyota. The Tom's 84C kit includes 6 ball bearings and the RS 540S competition motor and the same 3-point suspension system chassis. The bodies of either the Tom's or the Porsche are interchangeable and quickly accomplished at the field. Beautiful and stable in running. Solid cornering. The Porsche with 8 ball bearings and the black endurance motor. Tom's with 6 ball bearings and the standard competition 540 motor. Front wheel coil spring damping. Single point rear suspension adjustment that allows free floating movement and fantastic stability. Tom's 84C. The Porsche 956. Anyone who has been in this off-road sport for more than a few months is aware of how the Frog has leaped into the buggy field. This extremely popular buggy has won a considerable number of national championships in most countries of the world. Its space frame and fabulous suspension system keeps it out in the front of competition. The Frog. And here comes Wild Willie, that rogue of a character, in his versatile Jeep doing his famous wheelie run. Wheelies, jumps, spins, and turns, and just about anything else are possible with this buggy. Water-resistant mechanics box allows running in all weather conditions. Oversized tires and sophisticated suspension makes it easy to take this RC buggy anyplace. Wild Willie. For those of you who are just now thinking about getting into this fabulous sport, the Grasshopper is the perfect answer. Low price, proven performance, durability, and its ability to accept almost all of the tune-up parts available that turns this beginner into a full-blown champion racer. The RS 380 motor provides crisp performance, and the coil springs dampen out the shocks. You can't go wrong with the Grasshopper. The Grasshopper. By using the Hornet or Wild One speed controller in your present RC vehicle, along with the Tamiya battery eliminator, the 4 receiver batteries are not needed, which reduces overall weight and contributes to more economical operations. The 6 Tamiya battery eliminators have pin connections for the 6 most popular receivers used in the RC field. The Hornet speed controller fits the Frog and Grasshopper, while the Wild One can also be used in the Fast Attack vehicle. Use of these speed controllers also allows the use of receivers that have the BEC system contained within the receiver. Shown here are a number of available motors for Tamiya cars, motors that give you the edge. And here are the many different batteries to power your RC vehicles, and the many quick chargers that can be used for field operations, and the many spare parts that are used to tune up these vehicles. Every Tamiya car and accessory is tested many times over at our own test track to ensure that you obtain only the finest in quality and performance. We are proud of what we do and try to make them fun to build, to run, and to own. Tamiya, first in quality around the world.